Hello and welcome to a new video on this channel. Today I'm building a tiny cottage, or a small cottage. It's not tiny. Please don't come for me. I know a lot of people get triggered when I say it's tiny and it's not tiny. Like, I've gotten this comment on my gallery a couple of times. This build is not tiny. Anyway, it's besides the point. I went on to Pinterest because I was in kind of a building slump. Like, I didn't really know what to build. So I went on Pinterest and looked up some houses that I could build, and I found this house that is like beautiful and I liked it. So I kind of recreated it. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. And so I don't know, I really love this style of house. Like I said, I wanted to be more comfortable with building different style houses, and that's where I've drawn the inspiration from. Of course, like, you can only see the outside on Pinterest. I don't think that you can see the inside of this house. Maybe you could if you click the link, but I didn't. I just was inspired by the outside of this house, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is like where maybe it's a young couple bought this and now they aged with the house, and it's just a cute little tiny house where they spend their retirement in, the senior couple, and they love it here. And maybe they just love being alone out in the wild, in the nature and stuff like that. So I think that that's what they love, and that's what they do. They live out here alone, this couple, and they just want to have a peaceful retirement with each other. And I think that this is the perfect house for doing this. It's small, and it has a bedroom, and it has, a bathroom, and it has a yard, a pretty nice yard, if I do say so myself. And so a lot of flowers, like, they can garden, they can just fish, they can do whatever they want in their little pond that you will see in a little bit. But I try to decorate it as nicely as possible, and I put these little rocks here as, like, stones to step on. But then I was like, I don't know if I like that. So you'll see me delete that in a minute and, yeah, put a pathway here. But in the end, I can tell you that I think I liked the rocks a lot better than what I did in the end, because I don't know, it looks more special. It looks like cuter, right? Than this. I don't know. I should have left it the way that it was, but you live and you learn. And yeah, in the end, I liked it probably better with the other things. But yeah, so here's a lot of things where you can put flowers, and I really like that. And I really just don't know what to put outside flower wise, so I'm just gonna put a lot of mixed flowers out here, because I still am not the best at landscaping, but I'm trying my best to be okay at it. And so there's a lot of flowers on the outside of the house, and there's a lot of flowers on, the walls outside the windows and stuff like that, because I just wanted to look more like romantic and cute and in a fairy tale, and like actual senior people are living here that want to, have a lot of time on their hands to care for their garden and love their flowers and stuff like that. Like, where I live, there are a couple of people who just don't live here, but they have their yards here, and they come here and just take care of them whenever they can. And they're all retired, and they spend sometimes weeks here or months, even in the summer. And I think that that is very nice and cute, because if you live in a huge city, you just want to come into a natural, little village where you can take care of your yard. And it's very, very, very relaxing here, because there's just nothing around. So yeah, I love where I live, although it can be a little, weird to do things, like we don't have a store and stuff, but it's okay. Anyway, why am I rambling that much? But I love how it turned out. Like, look at this. I don't think I've ever built a house that style. Maybe I did, but I love how it turned out with all of the trees. And this is one of those builds where I wanted to take my time to do it. Sometimes I rush a little bit to do builds, because I rush to get a video up and stuff like that. But this time I wanted to take my time to actually build this house because I was so obsessed with this idea and this picture, and I wanted to do it justice. So I tried my best to make it look cute and as great as possible. And in the end, it didn't take me that long to actually build. But yeah, you see me doing this little pond here. It took me a while. Sometimes ponds do work, and sometimes ponds do not work for me. I don't know how people do that, but sometimes they just look weird. But this time it worked, and I think it looks pretty cute if I do say so myself. And I put a lot of like swans and flowers and whatever, any animal that is living onto this pond. And I like how it turned out. I think it's very, very cute. Ponds are just great. Thank you, the Sims team, who actually introduced them because I was missing them. Like in The Sims 3, you could have ponds and it looked so nice, but in The Sims 4 was like impossible. But with an update, there it is, and I really love how it turned out. So thank you, the Sims team, for doing this. Yeah, so a lot of flowers outside of the pond as well because it would look just a lot naked if I wouldn't do anything like that. Like it would look weird. So I usually just put a lot of tall grass and flowers around the pond to make it look cute. And yep, literally, if you want to download it, I think I uploaded it to the gallery. I really hope I did. If I didn't, I will check on it after I do the voiceover, but I hope I uploaded it to the gallery already. You can download it, JAnotherSimmer. It's always linked down in the description below. If you're listening to this point, you can download it. If you don't want to download it, that's fine. I don't blame you, But yeah, and also like these sweet little retired couple wants to probably go get something like groceries and stuff like that, and they don't want a car, they just want to ride around in their little bikes in their little village where they're living and get groceries, or go to the farmer's market, or I don't know what they want to do, but yeah, to catch some cute little food. What am I talking about? To catch some food or stuff like that. I debated on giving them a farm, like a cow or anything like that, but then I didn't. But they can clearly have a dog or a cat or whatever they want. You just have to put the dishes in and, the beds and stuff like that. But yeah, I think a dog, a little cute dog, maybe a corgi, would work fine for them. Or an Australian Shepherd, which isn't that small, but, I just imagine that I just imagine these two dogs living here or something with this elderly couple. I'm obsessed with how this house turned out, if I can say that, because it's my house and it's weird if I say that, but I love how it turned out. So let's jump in onto the inside. I think I wanted to obviously have an older looking kitchen as well, because I can't just have an older looking house with a modern kitchen. That would look weird. Although, there are builds like that for sure in real life as well, that people just, renovate old houses and make them look modern, but it's supposed to be an older cottage, and I really love how this turned out. And it's kind of like a farm kitchen. Yeah, but it's very nice. I like it. So I used the yellow cabinets and everything to make it look old. And I just love those windows. Like, I think most of the furniture is from cottage living, which I really love. I love that pack so much, not only for the animals that come with it, but also for the building stuff. Like, I think the entire furniture and stuff like that is so amazing. So yeah, thank you for giving us that. I really love it. And yeah, so we do have a little cluttered kitchen because, maybe one of the two loves to cook. I really, really just want this to look adorable and cute for them. And it's an open kitchen living room concept because obviously they don't have a lot of space in this house. It's a tiny house and they do have to have a bathroom and a bedroom and stuff. So it's a little weird. And so they do have a fireplace, which was important for me because it just is kind of the tiny cottage vibe. If I don't have a fireplace, it would be weird to me. So I had to have a fireplace. And I think it looks very cute. There are a lot of flowers. There are a lot of floral arrangements. Not really, but like a lot of flowers and a lot of cute little decorations. And they do have a TV. but you can also delete the TV if you don't want that. But I think that that's nice. They deserve a TV. And the bedroom is a little bigger, as you can see, probably from the layout already. But I also just wanted to give them a computer because I imagine them living here, but they also have maybe grandchildren that they want to stay in contact with, and they write with them or they Skype with them. Although, like, I don't think that you can Skype on this old, machine. But maybe the grandma or the grandpa likes to write books, in their free time or something like that. And I think that that's nice. Or gardening tips, maybe they have a blog. Maybe they're really, really cool old grandparents. I love that. I love that idea. And lately I've been making up stories for these builds, and I have to say I enjoy that very much. I make up the stories in my head. Maybe I should write them out on Instagram or on Tumblr or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, a few shoes, obviously, because that's just a nice little detail. And I love the way that it turns out. And I love the way that everything just looks. It's a very, very cute little house. And I think my favorite room is either the living room or the bedroom. Like, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with these two rooms, but I think that they're beautiful. So yeah, I also love this bed from Cottage Living. I mean, look at it. It also looks like old and rustic and like a farmhouse bed. And so it was perfect for this build. It's so nice and florally and so cute. And I love the way it turned out. And then I just had to put this little, is it a bench? I don't know what it is. Down there just for them to sit on, maybe, because, they're a little older. They have maybe some difficulty getting dressed in the morning, and so they want to sit in front of their dresser and just maybe put on shoes or socks or anything. And that's a very cute thing. And they have a lot of flowers. Like I said, they're obsessed with flowers, and I can totally understand. I mean, I'm not obsessed with flowers, but if I was older and, I would be bored, maybe then I would be into gardening as well, because I love nature. So who knows? Yeah, and I just put a lot of clutter here and, things for them to put stuff in, like storage bins and stuff, and rugs and everything to just make this space look comfortable and homey and stuff like that. I love it. And yeah, it took me a while to figure out what I kind of wallpaper I wanted to use, but then I ultimately chose this one in the living room and in the bedroom because I just like it. I just like it, and I think it looks cute in those houses. So yeah. And like I said, a bunch of flowers, and a bunch of like paintings or whatever you want to call those. And yeah, I think it looks cute. Anyway, so do you like that build? Because I'm obsessed with older looking builds. I was in my element, as you probably can see. Like, I cluttered this place up so much because I love it. I live for, houses like this. I live for cluttering little old style houses. I love those types of houses. I'm obsessed with them. And I don't understand when people say that they don't like old looking houses, because look at them. They're so tiny. They're so cute. They're so like, you feel at home already. Of course, they're ugly, tiny, old houses, but this one isn't one of those. I hope. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I really like even the living. Even the bathroom is pretty cute, in my opinion. I don't know what you're saying, but yeah, there's a lot of clutter in the bathroom as well, because I like it, and a mirror because they have to look at each other. They have to look at themselves rather. And of course, a flower, because they love flowers. I don't have to say that in every room, right? Yeah. So what do you think of this house? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you want me to see built next? Maybe a modern house again. I don't like them. Or a challenge. Do you have a build challenge? Do you have a create a sim challenge? Please leave that in the comments down below, because I'm always interested, and I'm looking for new build ideas. And so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.